If your name's Gale, prepare to get thrusted. Oh, I'm gonna thrust everyone named Gale. Thank you, Lil Frizz. The everyone who subbed to me helped pay for it. So, you know, you're not subbed right now. So technically you didn't pay for, I mean, technically you did, but we're just gonna pretend like, you know, I'm gonna try to, you know, annoy you into giving me more money. So this is hard to believe, but this is the second to last mega. I've played every mega in Phantasmal Flames except Lopunny and Heracross, because we got Diancie and Gengar early. I did right. That's everyone, right? Hang on, let me double check before I make an ass out of you and me. All right, where's the stage? Oh, I guess you can't be staged. It has to be Mega Evolution Pokemon EX, and then we go all the way down to Phantasmal Flames, and then not owned. Oh wait, no, we got to go to all. There we go, all. So yeah, there's 6. There's 6 of them. We did 2 3 weeks ago. We've done Sharknado and Charizard. We're doing Lopunny today. And then on Monday, it'll be this guy. And Shiny Ray, I will always take free codes. If you want to slide into my DMs with free stuff, preferably feet pics, but if you want to slide into my DMs with free stuff, I'll be happy to get it. So Mega Heracross is playable. Sorry if there's microphone noises. So Mega Heracross will be playable. Monday, it should be a fine stream. It won't be a good stream. It'll be a fine stream. But the whole strat with Mega Lopunny is you try to do 230 every single turn, and then you blow yourself, and you're good to go. So you just blow up Duskull and Dusknoir. The deck does play Klefki, as we know. Klefki is just for Psyduck. You're gonna have to sub. Somebody's gonna have to raid me, and then you can see my Heracross impression. I need something to suck on. But yeah, so this is like the original list I showed off. I don't think it's that good. Right, it has what? 2 rare candy. I think you need 3. Yeah, I think we can cut a Badoo, put a 3rd rare candy. I did a little bit of testing. I did it with the Kangaskhan build, so we'll just kick things off. We'll just play Dusknoir until I get at least 1 game, and then we'll be fine. never gonna let me down. Thank you. It's because you gotta pay me money to say bad words. Those are the rules. That's how I make all my money. How do you think I became a top 10 Pokemon TCG streamer? That doesn't count because it's free. I make no money from subs on YouTube. I only make money from views. You know, you could be subbed and never have watched a single video. You know, at least if you give me money here, then I know. But, oh yeah, if you haven't redeemed any of the codes, so all of these codes might work. The Phantasmal Flames one is good until January. I have no idea how the rest of them are gonna do. There's a chance none of the other ones work. All right, so we got double buns. I got buns in both hands. Do people think that the new cards for Zoroark came out today or something? I've been facing a really weird amount of Zoroark lately. It really seems like people are thinking, oh yeah, Zoroark's getting all those new cards. Let's play Zoroark. And the video will go up tomorrow. So all the answers to the questions of, hey, Truster Pilot, what do you think about Mega Frostlass? There's absolutely no shot we lose this game. Literally 0 chances we lose this game. The problem is that I don't know. Oh no, I do have a turn 1 item lock. So I guess we do it. I guess. Right, we go Lily's Determination. I think the turn 1 item lock just makes sense. Oh yeah, the Team Rocket's Watchtower. That's really useful. Really useful there. I mean, is there any color? Let's just put it. No, because what if they have like a battle cage or something? I know they're not going to have a battle cage, but we just need to make sure. No, this is the non-Kangaskhan build. So this is the original one that I showed off in my best new decks video. The Kangaskhan build we'll be trying next. I just wanted to show this one off just because, you know, it's the one I featured in the video that was seen by millions of people. You go to my channel and sort by popular. Literally millions of views on that video. Oh, Towards opponent was playing a card that wasn't in their deck list? That's unfortunate. You know what else is unfortunate? What I'm about to do to my opponent here. Okay, so let's go. Is this the hill I'm willing to die on? I think it is. So let's go Hilda for Jet Energy. Dustclops? Because, yeah, we don't want to... No, Dustclops. Dustclops. All right, and then we evolve. Oh, geez. Yeah, we evolve into you. We evolve into you. I'm really not concerned about anything they're going to be doing, so we're just going to mount and Badoo them. And I think we're fine. 1 million is low-key a lot of views. Well, none of my videos have 1 million views. If only. Wow, they've done nothing. This Badoo's putting in a lot of work right now, which explains why it's so annoying. I was thinking that the title of the video should be, "This Mega Lopunny EX deck wins every game in 3 turns." Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. If they get a Darkness Energy, that's bad. Well, actually, they just knock out the Badoo, right? And then we'll be fine. Super Smash Car, you should have watched the video before the stream to refresh yourself. You know, pretend like you're the attendant at the building in Kanto and you can't let me pass because you're so thirsty, because you need to be refreshed. You need to, sometimes you can't let a kid make you wet. You know, sometimes you gotta, you know, not let kids make you wet, and you gotta get wet yourself. Yeah, Super Smash Car, do better. Super Smash Car, you should know. I hope, okay, so my opponent, it's Amulet of Hope. Absolutely Amulet of Hope. So I don't think they can do anything this turn, though, right? Would be my guess is they got nothing going on, and they gave me an Artisan, so I don't even want to bump the Artisan. It's like, thank you for the Artisan. I'll take it. Thank you. And Scully, well, I think because this is going to be such a long format, I'm probably going to have to revisit these guys at some point. Ooh, there's a Lilies. So I think what I'll do is, like, I'll revisit Mega Lopunny and maybe pair it with... Yeah, there's no reason to use Moltres. And I'll pair it with, like, Frostlass or something. Well, that's... I really don't want to do that, but I feel like I might have to. All right, then let's just knock out the Fez. Let's just knock out the Fez and Skibidi, because I don't think they got much going on. So I think that's what I'll have to do is, like, in a month or so, I'll revisit all the Megas and do, like, weird, wacky versions of them that might be good. So it'll be, like, Mega Lopunny with Frostlass, because just putting a 1-1 copy in Golden Go or a 1-1 in Zoroark just seems so boring. And thank you, Shiny Ray, for sliding into my DMs. I always appreciate it. And, like, Mega Charizard, I want to make a Mega Zard deck that's just really terrible. I just want to make, like, a Power Glass, Chi-Yu, Turbo Energize, Smeargle build or something weird. Just, I want to make, like, the craziest things you've ever seen. And I hope my opponent knows they're not in... The ones from yesterday weren't bad enough. Yeah, I saw For the Win made one with Emboar. I don't really understand the point. Yeah, right? Because Emboar is just an Oratorio. Brilliant Blender and Squawky X. I like your thinking. Okay, if you want to knock out my Dusknoir, that's fine. I mean, you wasting a turn to knock out the Dusknoir doesn't exactly help you out, because I can still just knock you out. I don't think we did. I don't think we ran into somebody playing the Emboar build. All right, so Dusknoir's knocked out. When does Acerola activate? It says 2 or fewer. Okay, so I think this is okay. Because what I'll do is we'll go and get another Duskull. I'm assuming there's another one. We got another Duskull. That's good. I really would like a Lopunny, though. And let's bump the Watchtower. We're all along the Watchtower. Now, the question is, do I want 6? Or do I want... No, I think what we do is we INO them down to 3, and then maybe try to stick them pretty low here. We ran into somebody who slammed down a couple of tepes. You'll have to check the VOD, because I don't recall, though I never recall my ex-wife's birthday, and that was a whole thing. All right, let's INO them low. We're going to have big card advantage until they use trade, but they have no Zoroark with any energy on them, which is not great for them. And yeah, I guess we put the air balloon on the Baniri. I think putting the air balloon on the Baniri makes sense, because normally you'd keep your hand with this type of hand, but the fact that I'm getting 2 more cards means that I can Ultra Ball and play with my balls. Because let's say they knock out the Baniri this turn. Oh well. Right? Oh well, they knock out the Baniri or they knock out the Duskull. I really don't care, because I'm going to force them to knock out a Mega Lopunny to win the game. And if they don't knock out a Mega Lopunny to win the game, then they lose the game. Well, that's not great. I have been screwed. Oh, I haven't realized that I haven't been playing any cards this game. Huh. I mean, what? Worst case scenario, I just give them the Baniri. This maybe isn't great. If I can get a Night Stretcher or a Pokegear or something... Actually, this deck... I think this deck has Tatsugiri. As long as they don't go and get a Darumaka, I can go get Tatsugiri, and that just might be everything I need to win. The Yveltal doesn't matter unless they can get a 2-shot on my Duskull. Oh. Hello. You've... Okay. Things are gonna get sketchy here real quick, unless I get a Dusclops. Ooh, okay. We can still win. We just need to go get Tatsugiri, and... I guess... Duskull. Alright, this could be the game right here. Obviously, if they have a bosses, they're gonna win. But I could still win. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Okay, yep. Should have seen that one coming. Should have seen that one coming. And then they'll get the bosses, and then... Oh, and they got the counter catcher for game. Okay, at least it was a counter catcher. You know, at least they definitely had to work for it. So remember, I played 4 supporters. Let's see how many supporters are in the deck. Oh man. Okay, let's check. I'm bi-curious. I'm maybe gonna buy some feet lotion. All right, so I played 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13. So there were 9 supporters in the deck, and Tatsugiri failed to find one. Because Tatsugiri is trash. You know, you could have found me Acerola. I would have been happy with Acerola. I would have been happy with literally anything. Well, I guess maybe not anything, because Dawn wouldn't have done anything. But, like, pretty much anything from the Tatsugiri. And, like, the only thing that could have gone wrong is if you got me nothing. And Incineroaring, again, why do I build the decks the way that I do? Why do I play the way that I do? Because I know that PTCGL is going to screw me over. I know for just a simple fact that PTCGL is going to go out of its way to screw me over. That is why I don't play things like Tatsugiri normally, and why I don't play, you know, Badoo as much as other people would. Ooh, that's a good... This is a terrible start, but that's a good thing to start. Back-to-back Zoroark? What the hell? And see, that's the thing. Playing IRL has so many intangibles that it's just, you know, you got to think, you can't mess up your deck. You can't play with your deck even when you really want to. Oh my god. Oh, this is... Remember when I needed supporters last turn? Remember that thing last turn where I needed supporters? All right, well, Zoroark back-to-back games. Yeah, the Darumaka is a huge problem. Well, no, this started yesterday. This wasn't just like that it started today. This started yesterday. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but I've played against Zoroark in back-to-back games. I would have won the last one, but Totsadiri is the most useless Pokemon ever printed. All right, so now the question is, do I bosses up the Darumaka and guarantee they just don't got it like that? Or do I just go Lilies and try to play the game? Unfortunately, I think we have to try to play the game, and it was the correct call. So let's go Poffin for Baniri Duskull. I'm not messing around with that stupid Totsadiri. The idiot Totsadiri. Okay, so how do we win this game? I think I honestly just put a Duskull. We just go for another Duskull and then end turn. Right? Because I don't want to mess around with Totsadiri. I don't want to put Badoo on the field when they likely have a Monkey Dory, even if it's just one, because obviously they had to cut something to make room for the Darmanitan. But I win this game just by going, yeah, that's fine. I win this game just by knocking out Zoroark. That's it. That's all I have to do is just knock out Zoroark with blow up a Dusclops, knock out a Zoroark. Everything should be fine. I can also knock out a Reshiram with a Dusknoir. But it probably behooves me to knock out the Darumaka, right? That is an interesting top deck. I would not say it's a good top deck. We have to get rid of these guys. Go get the Lopunny. Okay, you there. We send you into the active. As much as I want to just blow up the Darumaka in this situation, I can't, burn the hand down. As fun as that would be. Hey, see? Because we didn't need to. So we just got it like that because we're goated. We are absolutely goated in the sauce. And then we get rid of your stupid Darumaka. We get rid of your dumb Yveltal. Kind of worst case scenario for Yveltal is seeing a Lopunny deck. It's like, oh, you have a Lopunny deck. That means 4 Jet Energy and a bunch of switch cards. Not great for me. All right, so we have double buns. I got buns on the mind. What do we got? We have supporters, so let's just get another Duskull. Let's just try to really screw them over here. Let's just put them in a situation where I have to do math, which is really bad, and then we'll be fine. But that's the thing with Lopunny, is it's all about speed. It's like your Lightning McQueen. You want to go as fast as possible, and just basically, the best case scenario for this deck is you win when they have 1 prize left. It doesn't sound ideal, but that's the whole strat. It's like, oh, they have 1 prize left? That's perfect. But this is not the greatest matchup in the world, simply because, Zoroark just 2-shots you. Okay, so I blow up the Dusclops. Huh. Ooh, they have an Okie Dokie. All right. Okay, so they're gonna hit into me for 170. If I blow up the Dusclops, I mean, I can't really knock out the Reshiram at this point. Best case scenario, I believe, is just hitting into them with Baniri. The Moltres hasn't done anything, so I'm thinking about maybe not playing the Moltres, but all we've been doing is facing Zoroark, so it's not really a fair assessment. All right, so they're going to hit into me. They're definitely going to find a bosses or a counter catcher next turn because it's Zoroark and they're going to be able to draw 6 cards. So there's 170. If I How dare you haunt me like this? All right, what's the strat? I think we have to go attach here. I mean, I could... Yeah, I think that might have been a mistake, but we're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to... Actually, hang on. No, we're not gonna get cute here. We're just gonna... Oh, I forgot to retreat. Oh my goodness, I forgot to retreat. I was trying to outthink myself and I forgot that, oh, I have to retreat. That might be a good idea. Okay, so let's just pretend like I planned this all along and that's what we're doing. So that was an oopsie on my part. But yeah, the Zoroark matchup just... Yeah, I was distracted by the Mega Lopunny, okay? You can't blame me. Okay, so they're going to energy switch to the monkey. They're going to knock out the Klefki, and then they're going to knock out the Mega Lopunny. I got to learn how to play this matchup. I did not expect to see back-to-back Zoroark in this stream. You know, I was expecting to see something much, much different. All right, so yeah, I should have knocked out... Oh, there's a Darman. Okay, that's fine. The Darmanitan is pretty good. I mean, if they can't get another Reshiram, well, then what was all that for? You know what? You don't deserve it. You don't deserve to take the final KO. You had it the entire... You don't deserve it, Z Benjamin. Yeah, see, you waste my time. I take away 50 XP. Yeah, that's how it goes. Hey, there was always a chance they prize. If it was me, I would have prized it. If it was me, it would have been prized. All right, so P4Z 711. All right, so we're going to switch to the Kangaskhan build because you want to go first with the Kangaskhan build, and apparently that's what you need to do. If all I'm going to be doing is facing Zoroark all day, is then I need to switch it up. Okay, not the worst start. What is a stage stampede? That sounds like something you'd search on an adult website. I don't need to know your search history, Lost Island. Okay, I mean, we just go get... Okay, so it's Golden Go. If it's Golden Go, does that mean I just win if I can get even the slightliest goods of starts? As long as I can get an energy, do we just kind of win? And yeah, we have to end turn. And Lost Island, we're definitely playing Tauros next week. I think it'll be Heracross on Monday and then Tauros on Tuesday because we're literally done all of the megas on Monday, which is crazy to say out loud. All right, so I can definitely just win the game. Okay, well, not anymore. Okay, that's a goated Hilda. So let's go Dusclops down. The question is, do I just knock out the... Or do I... Yeah, I think we just go for it, right? I don't think they don't got it like that. We did prize 2 Jet Energy. That's random. Okay, and... Huh. I mean, if I do the thing, they're just going to give me the Baniri. So I think I should just go for a Gale Thrust and see what happens, right? Because, yes, I could blow up the Dusclops to knock out that Gimme Duel. It just doesn't feel like it's necessarily worth it. And Nick, well, that's why you got the Klefki. Right? I told you, you know, everyone is going to start playing the Klefki, so then people will start playing the Golduck because the Golduck goes through Klefki. And they just have everything, and I regret all of my decisions, and they have Energy Search Pro. Wow, that was, You know, I think I need to learn a lesson here that I shouldn't ever bank on my opponent not having everything they need, because they didn't even play a supporter that previous turn. And then they literally just had everything they needed because they're playing Golden Go, which is kind of crazy. All right. Now the strategy becomes don't lose. Number one, hope you top deck. I need to top deck one of my 3 energy in the deck, which is highly unlikely. Well, the best version of the deck that's been played in Japan is the one with Mega Kangaskhan. Yeah, it's just, you don't expect your opponent to have literally everything without even trying. Okay. Sure, let's go Duskull in the active, because we're going to get a rare candy. We're going to top deck a rare candy. We actually got the energy? That's crazy. Okay. Well, let's do that. And then, boom, boom. We're gonna have... Okay, unfortunately, we're going to have to get a... whatchamacallit. We're gonna have to get an Ino here. The only chance we have is if we get an Ino. We got an Ino. Okay, so Dust Noir there. If I... Oh, man. Okay, so if I do the thing... If we put them down to 1 prize card... So let's go that there. And then I'll put 50 on the Golden Go. This is all part of my strategy, because we're going to get Acerola's Mischief next turn plus an energy. So it's all part of my strat. And we did prize a bunch of energy, which is slightly unfortunate. And then we go Curse Blast, hit the active. And, you know, in this situation, you really wish you had that Abra. You really wish you had that Shuffle and Abra, don't you? All right, well, they're going to get we got the Acerola, baby. Oh, hang on. Do I go for the... No, we can't go for the Genesect, right? No, we leave the Genesect for the Moltres. There we go. So I can knock out the Genesect with the Moltres. I just need a Fire Energy and the Moltres. That's it. Or I can just go Acerola's Mischief and buy myself a turn. So as long as they don't have everything off of this turn, as long as they don't get... yeah, as long as I don't Ino them into Nest Ball Pheasantipity and then double Superior off of the draw of like 7 they're about to have, we will survive a turn. Oh, God. Keep in mind, I Ino'd them to 1, and they already have everything they need without even using... Oh, no, they did have to use 1 Golden Go. Okay. So if they have double... Yeah, literally double Superior gets it for them. Isn't that insane? That double Superior... That I Ino'd them to 1. I Ino'd them to 1. and they just got double Superior. Oh, man. Everything... I played this perfectly. My opponent had everything they needed on that first turn. I played this perfectly. And then I had everything going with Acerola next turn. I had game on the Genesect. Go follow the Twitch channel, because this is... You get to enjoy moments like this every single time. Man, this is... That's painful. Okay, so we're getting rid of that version. We're going to go to the Kangaskhan build, and then obviously we'll play the Poison one afterwards. Only 5 more months. What if they reprint it? What if they reprint Marnie or something? Give us that Marnie reprint, baby. And so remember, I want to go first. This is the deck where you want to go first. Because there's some Latinas in here. There's Ditto. There's Kangaskhan. Okay, that's fine. Wait, is this what I think it is? Okay, pretty good start. You're about to see one of the greatest moments in gaming. Oh no, I didn't start. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? I was about to show you something really, really cool. And do you want to know what that cool thing was going to be? It was going to be Trust Your Pilot goes and gets the Ditto, Ditto's into the Kangaskhan, and does all the things. So guess what's prized? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is, we're having fun today. We're having so much fun. We also did prize the Kangaskhan as well. So Ditto and Kangaskhan are prized. And that's not cool. But we can still win, you know, next turn. We have the rare candy. Cypher Maniac means nothing. Yeah, see, I wish I could do that. That was the plan. But then PDC GL was like, nah, we're just going to prize the one card that can help you out of this situation. All right, but next turn, we knock out the Kangaskhan with a Lopunny, hopefully. And I assume I blow myself first. Press 1 if I should blow myself early. Or if I should wait. Oh, there's a Cypher Maniac. Okay, so we go into you. This is concerning though, right? Because I can't do this in the order that I need to do this in. Right? I guess I just have to I-No and hope we get Lopunny, but yeah, Lopunny energy, and we didn't get Lopunny energy. But that is fine because we still have a couple things. Actually, we can still potentially do it. Believe it or not, we can still potentially get in there. We can potentially get deep inside them right now. Because there's always a chance I prize an energy or some. Oh no, that wouldn't help. Okay, so let's go. Let's just go for it. You know, we're going to get a jet energy off of this. Guaranteed. Easy dubs. Jet energy, guaranteed. Mega Kangaskhan has never let me down in the history of the... Oh, good God. Okay, well, I don't need a switch. I do not need a switch. All right, well, Wait. Didn't I know them? How do they have so many cards? Oh, right, because I gave them a prize. Right, forgot about that. Yeah, forgot about that. Forgot that I gave them a prize. Because I was so fixated on thinking I was going to win this game, and then bad things happened. All right, well, I guess I have to Dust Noir the Pinecone. I believe that's what we do. So we do win this game because even though PDC Joe tried to screw us over, I'm still amazing. I'm still goated like that. Uh-oh. No, don't do that. Crap. They've seen through my plan. Okay, but they still have to flip 2 heads. They have to flip 2 heads, and there's a chance they don't. All right, 1, 2, and they obviously, you know, this isn't surprising what they were able to do because obviously they stacked their deck with the cards they need. You butt face. You jumbo ice cream butt face. Actually, I'll be using jumbo ice cream. Hey, there we go. That'll be a card I probably use with Heracross. All right, here we go. We have, I guess it's Cypher Maniac for rare candy. So we go Cypher Maniac for rare candy and jet energy. Or I guess enriching energy also works. Yeah, that works. Okay. Because we got free retreat on the Kangaskhan. And we hit him with the old enriching energy. That's not what I wanted. All right. And I mean the artisan doesn't matter anymore because it's doesn't the artisan doesn't matter anymore because it doesn't. Very expert commentary again by the pilot. Okay, so I have to be very careful here and not suck all of the butts. I can suck a couple butts right now, but I can't suck all of them. And obviously that's a problem because I would like all of them to be taken care of. You know, you don't want to leave one butt alone. Okay, so if I blow this one, that's a knockout on their Kangaskhan, and then we still have the Dust Noir, and we'll be fine. Easy. And even if what the hell was that? Even if they gust up my Kangaskhan and take the KO, that's fine. Because we still have one prize left. And if they use Acerola's Mischief, that's going to be interesting. If they use Acerola's Mischief, we do have Spiky Hopper, but that's not going to help because you need to put 2 energy on it. So that's not great. But yeah, they have to find a bosses or a counter catcher. And they have to knock out my Dust Noir. But if they knock out my Dust Noir, that still leaves, you know, my Lopunny. And Super Smash Kart, I'll be playing everything. Okay, so they got the bosses. They have to knock out the Dust Noir. Easy. Easiest decision of their life. But it does mean they don't have an Acerola. And this does allow me to potentially get an Acerola prepped. But I think I'm in a situation where I just have to go like I&O them to 3 and hope they don't got it like that. There's a jet energy. That's fine. Let's go run errand. Is there an Acerola? I don't think there's an Acerola in this list. I don't think the Japanese players put Acerola in their list. Yeah, there's no Acerola in here. That's fine. Defiance Band is kind of useless at this point. Defiance Band, kind of useless at this point. And yeah, let's go into you. I think I have to, right? I can't not I&O them in this situation. I know it's not going to affect them greatly, but I have to at least try to decrease their chances of just having it like that. All right, it's all going to come down to if they can get a bosses or a counter catcher. If they can, they win. That's not good. But they have 39 cards in deck. There's no shot. Uh-oh. There's 39 cards in deck. There's no way they get one of their like 2 bosses off of that. Okay, if it was me, I would get nothing. So please tell me your luck is as bad as mine, Vid Kid, who's born in 1972 and you're a boomer. Boomers shouldn't be playing card games. They should be, you know, resting their knees and icing their knees after a long... Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, that could have gone... That could have gone Paul Giamatti, Thomas Hayden Church movie. That could have gone sideways. But wait, did my head just disappear for a second? But we won because I'm the best Mega Pokemon in the world. I didn't say I wasn't a boomer. I just said they're a boomer. And if anybody wants to hop to Paul Walker driving a Porsche, Fast and Panzer D. Panzer D's nuts. Panzer D. We always go first. You always go first, and you'll be fine. Oh, see, we're back to terastallizing. I don't understand. It's so weird that it happens, right? It's just so strange that you're like, you didn't do it for the first 45 minutes and then now everything's terastallizing. Never gonna let me down. You're gonna have to explain yourself. And in between rounds, so you can't blatantly say, everyone go watch Trust Your Pilot on twitch.tv/trustyourpilot and drop the link. But what you can say is, during the break, like between rounds, I'm going to go watch Pilot and I'll be right back. This might be a mirror match. This could potentially be a mirror match. We're just going to have to see what we got in the deck. We prized the... Okay, I was going to say, do we prize the Ditto in back-to-back games? We didn't. I was going to go and get the Ditto, but I don't think we need it anymore. Because we just have it. We need the Laddie. That's what we prize. We prize the Latias. So my strategy of getting the dude in the active is kind of wrecked here. So that's cool. But I can go and get... Let's go get a Baneri. I mean, I could put the Squawkabilly into play as well. I mean, this hand is... I don't think I can. I was going to say I could put the Squawkabilly down and get rid of the hand. But if I had one Jet Energy, then I think that'd be okay. And yeah, I'm going to have to attach that. We do have Hilda next turn. So I can just go Jet Energy for Lopunny. That's pretty good. And Sonny, I still remember the days almost 4 years ago. Remember, PDCGL is turning 4 years old. This is Lopunny versus Lopunny. PDCGL is turning 4 years old in February. And the game is still finding new ways to break. It's really cool. Okay, there's an INO. That's fine. I don't regret my decision to not get the Squawkabilly. Okay, I mean, that's okay. We don't have what we need to win, though, now. We are in a slight bit of a pickle. We're in a bit of a sticky wicket, as for the wind would say. Let me guess, you're going to get your laddie ass? And you're going to rub your laddie ass all over my face? Yeah, see, I knew it. So this is absolutely a mirror match. It's all just going to come down to who gets it faster. Now, the thing is, if I'm able to get a Night Stretcher, or if I can play with my balls, if I'm lucky and can play with my balls, then what I'll do is I will blow up 2 Dustclops, and then INO them really, really low, and maybe that'll be enough to help us win. It's not, but what if it is? Oh, okay, absolutely INO now. All right, if I can maybe get a couple things to go right. I can't shuffle the deck, so that Jet Energy on the bottom is probably going to be stuck there. You know, I'm used to having things stuck on my bottom. We got to switch. Okay. And then we just draw 2 off of Run Errand. That is not great. No, okay, this is what we have to do. So we have to go switch into the Dustclops. And then I have to INO. Hope we get the Lopunny and an energy off of this. And if we don't, we're kind of screwed. We are kind of screwed. All right, didn't go according to plan. That's fine. So they have the Latias. They're probably just going to knock out my Dustclops. So I think we lose. I think that's just kind of a loss right now. Because I went for high greed. Why does the deck want to go first? With Kangaskhan, because you can draw those 2 cards right away. I did add the Squawkabilly to just try to have the fastest turn. But, I mean, you don't have to go first, but you want to go first, right? Because you want to get all your basics down, and then you want to win the game, as For the Win said, before your opponent can even play the game. But this does obviously rely on PDCGL not hating you. And that's something that PDCGL does regularly. Oh, God. You know, I'm not against Acerola's Mischief. It's just when you're playing Mega Kangaskhan and you want to have the Mega Kangaskhan in play, you can't really do it. right? Acerola's Mischief doesn't make a huge difference because you're going to have 2 megas in play. You're going to give up prizes. And I think just because I stumbled that one turn, we are going to lose now. And go, Hanya, we got the Hop 2 today. There's a Dusclops. Okay, yeah, they knock out my Dusclops, which is unfortunate. And we did prize our Latios, but I do have Hilda for Jet Energy, which I don't even know if is any good. It'll be Mega Monday with Mega Heracross. Yeah, so they take the KO with Lopunny. I mean, what I could do, if everything works out perfectly, what I could do is Dust Noir for pretty much for game. Okay, I mean, I think we had, like, why did we have to prize the Latios? We prized the Ditto last game, we prized the Latios this game. Like, is 2 cards, I think we have to. Unfortunately, I think I have to in this situation. Hello. That's pretty good. Okay, so I just need, hang on. I need to go Hilda. Wait, if I go and get Switch Enriching Energy, if I get Switch Enriching Energy, that might be enough. So let's go for Switch Enriching Energy. Okay. Can Trust Your Pilot make this happen? Can the crazy mathematics actually work out in his favor for once? And yeah, let's see what's in the deck. We got Baneri and Ditto. We got nothing else. May as well get the Baneri, even though I don't really want it. Okay. I need a Rare Candy and a Night Stretcher. That's it. Just Rare Candy, Night Stretcher. Or Rare Candy, Dust Noir. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, so I think that's game. I think we have won the game. Okay, and let's play with our balls. Get rid of Hilda, Swackenbilly. Double Dust Noir. So you're probably wondering, Pilot, what's your strategy here? You're so handsome. Please tell me the answers to these questions. Well, my simple-minded friend, it's very simple. We go hit into this one, knock that out. And, oh, wait, do I just lose? Hang on. Hang on, did I make a mistake? I may have made a mistake here. No, I don't think I did, right? No, because they can't take enough prizes. So, and then we go Curse Blast, knock out the Baneri. Okay. They can knock out double buns, but then they can't clap the cheeks if they knock out double buns. So I'm not worried. And there's another switch. Okay, that's not quite a Latios, but we'll take it. And then we go Gale Thrust. That's not even a good copy pasta. I tried to play Mega Gengar past the normal time, and it did not go well. Okay, so Counter Catcher is no longer useful to us. My buns could get clapped, but we might be fine. Because the whole point now is that they can't really do a whole lot, right? Because are they gonna, do they have an Ursaluna? That would be very bad if they had an Ursaluna. But this deck doesn't play Ursaluna. It might play Moltres. But Moltres doesn't get it for him. Okay, there's a Baneri. That's fine. They still definitely have a way of winning the game. It's just that I was, kind of hopeful that they won't. But I think this should be in the YouTube video just to show you how quickly these games can go, is because you just blow yourself really hard. And, when I'm staring at Mega Lopunny, I can't say it. This is a family-friendly channel. Just, use your dirty minds. We all know you have dirty minds. Just use them. So they can still win. It's a good thing I didn't put the Latios down, I think. No, I don't think that would have mattered. No, I think the Latios still needs to go into play. Because then I can switch into the Kangaskhan. I can Cypher Maniac. And then I can just basically have a board that is Lopunny, 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 Kangaskhan, Latias. And there's a Clef. Oh, that's annoying. Don't be that person. don't be that annoying person and put a Klefki down. Well, joke's on you, buddy. I can knock out your Klefki and then you can't do anything to win. Okay, there's a Defiance Band. Well, that's... Oh, knocking out the Klefki doesn't matter. Knocking out the Klefki is kind of booty cheeks right now. Okay, so if I knock out the Klefki, that shuts off their ability to do the thing. So I think I want to shut off their ability to do the thing. And then all I do is I go and get my boss's hors d'oeuvres. Or do I get a jet energy? That's tough. All right, so I think what I do is... Yeah, we get bosses, and then we put jet energy. That is the strat, because if they try to repeat themselves with the Klefki, then I think that's what we want to do, is we want to have that as our play here. Okay. They have to take 3 prizes without blowing up a Dusknoir. The only way they could potentially do that is with Mega Kangaskhan, but in this deck, Mega Kangaskhan does not attack. There's no counter gain, there's no Crispin, it's just 4 jet plus 1 enriching. So I'm not sure what their strat is going to be to win this game. Because I can potentially attach 2 more times to my Mega Kangaskhan if I need to. But they have to assume that I put a bosses on top. Though that doesn't exactly help me. Right? The bosses on the top isn't exactly like, oh my god, you put a bosses on top. Whatever am I going to do? Oh no, because I put a jet in. Yeah. God, see, I'm spacing out already. I already forgot what I was trying to do. So yes, we win the game by just going retreat into Kangaskhan. We top deck the bosses. We get the jet energy, and then I bosses whatever. Freaking genius. The Cypher Maniac for game. And you're waiting for Mega Gengar United Wangs. Well, I will revisit United Wings before it rotates. And I guess Mega Gengar will be a partner. But the fact that we have Battle Cage and Psyduck and Rabska and Picnic Basket and Shaman means that United Wings, maybe we got Legacy Energy, chuck a Legacy Energy in there. Yeah, so they definitely could have won this game, but they had a quick start. Or sorry, I guess I had a bad start, and then they had a bad ending. So it's kind of like every night that I spend with a woman. Okay, and then we just go retreat into the Kangaskhan. We get the jet energy. Easy dubs. Actually, it wasn't very easy. It was actually kind of nerve-wracking. And I lost a few years off my life, and I didn't have many to begin with. And let's just knock out this guy for good measure. So in the exact mirror match of Kangaskhan Lopunny, I prize my Klefki because that's just for Psyduck. The winner, of course, is always the one who can beat off the opponent faster, and you can see by those toes. Those are some well-worn, weathered toes. I beat off people faster than anybody. All right, so that was with mirror match. Mirror match. We're an hour into the stream, and I basically have a YouTube video. This is crazy. What are we doing here? Yep, still haven't fixed that. Still haven't fixed that issue. All right, so we'll play this one more time, and what I will do, we'll Sorter 91, and we'll try to go first, and then we'll switch over to... No, we're not going to whack off with an Among Us build. We're going to go to the Poison build after this. And if you can, during a break in the action at Las Vegas, say, well, there's a break. I'm going to go watch Pilot play the new format, because, I mean, what kind of nerds want to watch a tournament with old cards? There's new cards to play, and Trust Your Pilot's the best one. My deck is terrestrializing again. Okay, well, we lose this one. Okay. Actually, we might be able to do this one. Simply because I'm going first. Or no, I'm going second. No, we're gonna lose. If we were going first, I could have won, but we're going second, so we aren't going to win. Because this is, I'm guessing, Lucario. I'm a credit card, baby. You can use me however you want. Oh, okay, we're fine. I am unclear exactly what we're facing, but I'm pretty sure it's Lucario. You know, I could Klefki them and annoy them. Actually, does it make more sense in this situation? No, I think we just go for it and thank you, PDCGL. I think we just go for it and say, you know, we'll see what happens. Because we're definitely going to get a supporter or a Buddy Poffin or a Nest Ball or an or none of the above. You know, fun stuff like that. All right. Well, we do have double Dust Noir next turn, which is pretty sweet. Oh, I thought this was... Okay, yeah, I guess I should have guessed by all the Arven that this was probably Golden Go, but just you... Ow. You only see a Solrock and a Luna... Okay, we win. We win. Easy. That's insane. I think... Yeah, I think we still have to do the thing, and we just go for Poffin and probably Iono. Yeah, let's go Poffin. Oh, jeez. Poffin Iono. Let's get some buns. Let's clap some cheeks. Now, here's the thing. Do I even bother attaching to the Baniri, or do I just attach to the Kangaskhan and be like, yeah, what are you going to do, bro? What you got, bro? I'm going to start attacking with my Kangaskhan. Okay, that'll go down in history as the greatest moment in PDCGL times. All right, let's go. Actually, let's just Dusclops this one. And then I think all I do is Curse Blast their one Gimme Ghoul. And we just sort of, you know, wait a little bit here because we're not in any sort of rush. We're not in a big time rush. We're not a Nickelodeon show. We're not in a big time rush. Absolutely, Latias goes down, and end turn. All right, I think we're good. There's nothing they can do to win. I could have maybe grabbed another Duskull if there's one in the deck, but we got it, right? They're gonna have to bench 3 Gimme Ghoul if they want to avoid me clapping their cheeks. And it's like, yeah, you can Pheasantipity all you want, bro. I have boss's orders. I don't have an energy. And Nick, thank you for gifting a sub to Lonely Island. Oh, they only put... what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Knock out a Duskull? That's not very nice. What did Duskull ever do to you aside from beat you off? They don't know that I can still do it. They don't think I can still... They think they have the one up on me. Okay. I believe we just believe in the heart of the cards, right? We just believe in the heart of the cards. We should not have believed in the heart of the cards. That was the dumbest thing I could have done. The heart of the cards should never be believed in. Okay, so at this point, we just kind of want to thin the deck. So we'll go Buddy Poffin. There is a Duskull. Thank you, Klefki, for terastallizing. And let's go, yeah, get rid of that and that. Probably just want the Ditto or the Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly has been disappointing because we keep getting hands that don't really work with it. All right, let's go Curse Blast this guy. If I get an energy off the prizes, obviously we just knock out the Gimme Ghoul with the bosses. But the main reason I did this is because we're going to get rid of their entire hand. Hopefully they don't get 7 energy in their hand after this, but that'll probably happen. I believe in you, Iono. I've never believed in anyone more than I've ever believed in you. You'll get me an energy, even though there's only like 3 in the deck, but I believe. Why do I always believe in you? You're literally the worst card ever printed. What is your purpose in life? You have no purpose in life. You should feel bad about yourself. I'm just out here trying to have some fun, and you're out here saying, nah, what if I was annoying and made you hate life? All right, I mean, they still need to get 7 energy in hand to knock out the Kangaskhan, and they have very slim chances of making that happen. They have to get 1 Golden Go. I can still knock out their Golden Go, maybe. Probably not. Okay. Try to have fun. Oh, they got it. They got the Energy Search Pro for game. They 100%. You're not sending up your Golden Go if you don't think you got it. Actually, no, they don't have Energy Search Pro because this is the Solrock build. They definitely have a Superior. So yeah, I think we're out of it at this point. Oh wait, no, they didn't get a fighting. Interesting. There's an Arven for a Superior. As long as they have 2 Superiors, they win. Yeah, every time against this deck. This is why I always say you need to play Toad Scroll. You need to put Toad Scroll in your decks for the Golden Go matchup because Golden Go is so good. You know, just think of how many decks win because there's recursion from the graveyard. You know, think of how many decks. Golden Go is obviously one of them. But there's just so much recursion from the card graveyard. Okay, that's just mean. That's just not very nice. Wait, what? I thought we were done. They're not going to be expecting this. All right, let's just get rid of their attacker, I guess. So we'll go get Dust Noir, Jet Energy. I mean, I could do the funny thing, but the funny thing would lose me the game, so we don't want to do that. I could do the funny thing, but that would be very dumb. All right, so go into you. They're still just a bosses and an energy away from winning. And yeah, I mean, we're still going to lose, which is hilarious. After all this, we're still just going to lose the game. Because the Kangaskhan has the thing. I guess I didn't need to bump the battle cage because I'm not actually doing anything. But whatever. In a perfect world, I would have been able to get the Defiance Band. So if I put the Defiance Band on the Lopunny, that's a one-shot on a Golden Go, and then I Dust Noir the Solrock. But obviously, your one of Defiance Band is never going to show up when you need it, unless you're my opponent. Then you'll always have it. But this deck should have more than 1 bosses, right? Because I can definitely just like Iono them. If I can get the Iono. Okay, they're being really greedy. I don't know if I would be going this crazy right now, Sorter, unless you got it like that, unless you have the bosses in hand. Yeah, it's just a subtle 15 card hand, no big deal. And they got the bosses? You have to have, there's no way you don't have the bosses. Okay. Nick, I don't think so. I mean, I'll definitely try it, but I don't think Fire Breather is that good of a card. Like, I did lose a game against Charizard playing Fire Breather because they were able to get it at the right time. but I don't think it's great. All right, so well, I need to avenge that loss. All right, so 110. Vinny Inny. I wonder if there are belly buttons in Inny or a Vinny Inny or an Audi. But we will go to the poison package. And yeah, so Mega Lopunny E. Oh, sorry, this Mega Lopunny EX deck. This Mega Lopunny EX deck wins in 3 turns, baby. That'll be the title. And do you want to know something funny? You know, I nearly lost this game. I don't know. I was trying to work that into conversation, but then it didn't really pop up. But nearly, get it? Because like Bunnery, I nearly lost the game. Finally, we start the Ditto. But yes, again, there's only 94 cards, 20% of which showed up 3 weeks ago. So I'm going to have to do Fire Breather, Golden Go. I'm going to do Golden Go, Fire Breather, like Cerule Edge. I'm going to Cerule Edge myself, you know, as much as I can. Ooh, that's a terrible top deck. You know what? I haven't used Squawkabilly up to this point. Let's use Squawkabilly. So we'll go Mega Kangaskhan and yeah, Nest Ball. I guess the Baneri down, because there is a chance that I don't Squawkabilly. We'll see what happens off of this run errand. Well, there you go. That answers the question. I was going to not do that, but we do just have a free KO of a Pheasantipity next turn. So that's pretty sweet. But, I mean, I wanted to use the Squawkabilly just because I put the Squawk in the deck, and they're going to retreat, and I regret everything. I regret not Squawk and Ball torturing myself. You know, you should always, if someone's offering you some Squawk and Ball torture, you got to go for it. But they're going to retreat the Pheasantipity, probably item lock me. And then I don't really have, I mean, I guess I just go Cypher Maniac, hope they don't item lock me, and then I just get double Poffin or something. Because whoever's in there active, we can knock out. It's just that this could be Lucario or something, and then we're screwed. Anytime, Vinny. Oh, okay. So this is Lucario Golden Go, because of course it is, because we're only facing Zoroark and Golden Go today, and a little bit of Mega Kangaskhan sprinkled in. I mean, if I'd known they were just going to have this kind of a crazy start, obviously I would have Squawkabilly'd because we need a faster start. You mean your team stalled Grunt, right? Yeah. Oh, they didn't. Oh, they don't believe in the heart of the cards. They don't believe in the heart. They believe that they got me by the balls right now. They think they got me by the Pokeballs. All right, so we want Rare Candy and Buddy Poffin. I mean, I would have liked to get Enriching Energy, but, you know, that's not happening right now. And then we go for Duskull Baneri, knock out the Fez, and then obviously they're going to find a way to KO us in revenge, but that's okay. Because they can't take a knockout with Lucario this turn. And Walking Plane, well, there's Defiance Band. Defiance Belt? Defiance Band. Defiance Band. So that's only 20 less than Max Belt, and that does allow you to knock out a Golden Go. It doesn't allow you to knock out a Cerule Edge, which, you know, sucks. But you'd rather have enriching energy because you Hilda for the enriching energy. You draw 4 and you get a Lopunny. And depending on how you've played, obviously that'll help things out. But do you see what I could do next turn? I could just completely wipe their butt next turn and make them hate life. Okay, that's encouraging. I mean, I know they're going to go get the Fez. But even if they knock out my Lopunny this turn, we still have a chance. Because that Lucario can't knock out anybody on my field that's meaningful unless they get their 1 of Gatorade. And sneak peek behind the scenes, I'm excited to revisit a bunch of fighting decks now that we have Premium Power Pro and the Solrock Lunatone combo. And maybe we'll get some sort of... Ooh, they're going for the full greed play. I don't agree with that. Unless you have... No, because even if they play with their PP, they're short. Imagine having a 13-card hand and not having it like that. Imagine. All right, so let's go Cypher Maniac for... What, double rare candy? Just to really mess with them? Yeah, let's go double rare candy, because what if we get it? Yeah, always remember to play with your people. Oh, no, we actually have it. Because what if we get it? Well, what if we actually just have it like that? Are you ready for a triple Dust Noir turn? Hold on to your butts, everybody. We're about to have a triple Dust Noir turn. This is going to be the stuff of legends. How to make someone concede in 2 easy steps. Get triple Dust Noir, and then Jet Energy your Mega Lopunny. They have to concede after this. I think those are the rules. I think the rules in PDCGL and the back end of PDCGL state that they have to concede after this. And then, yeah. Yeah, I think you have to concede after that one. You know, if your opponent gets triple Dust Noir, and that's why you go first, everybody. That's why you have to go first with this deck, is because you can get a triple Dust Noir, Gale Thrust, completely wipe all their weak basics, and just win the game. You know, I was going to knock out their Gimme Duel, their Riolu, and probably their Solrock, just for good measure. That was total domination. What are we doing? Playing Call of Duty? That was domination. Yeah, someone should, you should go to the Vegas stream and be like, oh my god, Pilot just did the craziest thing. Pilot just got a triple Dust Noir and broke somebody's spirit. So you got to go on the Vegas stream and be like, oh, Pilot just did the craziest thing. You know, too bad we're not going to be able to see that on stream because they're still playing last format like nerds. So my opponent's name reminded me of Skarmory. And I did just beat Legends ZA. I still have to do the post-game stuff. But I cannot catch a freaking Skarmory. I go to the Wild Zone area where it's supposed to be. Only one ever pops up. And when I try to catch it, it runs away. What is it? A woman trying to run away from me? Yeah, I guess we just go Brute Bonded in the active, right? Oh, it'd be a shame if something happened. It'd be a shame if something happened to your Badoo, my friend. All right, so I think in this situation, I have to... Oh my god, that Mew looks horrible. As much as I don't want to lose these Perilous Jungle, I think it's fine. The question is... No, I guess I do go get Pecharunt. No, I have to get... No, what am I thinking? I have to get the Squawkabilly. So we go Perilous Jungle, Toxic Powder... Bunny in the active. Squawkabilly, yes, losing 2 Perilous Jungle sucks. But whatever they're playing, I think we beat them off. And then we go Bunny, Pecharunt. I do have a Mew EX in the deck. So, you know, worst case scenario, we lose. So maybe I shouldn't have put that Baniri down, but we're taking a prize. They might INO me, not knowing that that would actually help me. That's not great. But you have to assume this is Dragapult, right? This is 100% Dragapult. They start a Badoo, and then they have a Latios, and they have the Dragapult sleeves. 100% is Dragapult, and they don't seem to realize that I'm just going to use Run Around. Oh, that's not very nice. Luckily, we talk about this all the time. Jamming Tower does not affect Brute Bonnet's ability. Jamming Tower only stops the effect of Ancient Booster. It does. Okay, that's fine. Do they not know? Do they not know that it doesn't stop Brute Bonnet? So it only stops the effect of the tool card. That's it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, the Brute Bonnet can activate regardless. Does not matter to me. Obviously, the issue here is that, you know, they have a Dreepy, but, I mean, come on, it's always a great day when they fail. Yes, that is slightly bad. I do poison myself, but that actually might not be the worst thing in the world because my Brute Bonnet would get knocked out eventually. Yeah, let's just go end turn. It's a little boring, but they're going to get knocked out before I get knocked out. And the deck does play 4 Perilous Jungle, so there is one more stadium somewhere in the deck. And I'm feeling pretty confident right now. You know, my confidence level is the opposite of that band from the 90s that still makes music. It's at an all-time high. It's not at an all-time low. Oh, what the hell? All right, well, let's just go end turn. And it's actually kind of funny that poisoning myself might actually help me because it means the Brute Bonnet can't get trapped in the active. At a certain point, the Brute Bonnet is going to be untrapped. Unlike me when my ex-wife got pregnant. And I was like, that can't be mine. It doesn't know how to play Pokemon cards. And it's like, oh, it's yours. And then she showed me its feet, and the baby's feet were really smooth. And I'm like, damn, that is mine. Okay, so here we go. Pokegear. We got the lilies. We have a Latias. So that's probably just GG at this point, right? And if I go... I mean, how greedy do I want to be, right? Let's be super greedy. Let's be ultra instinct greedy right now. And let's give him the run around. Let's give him the real run around here. Yeah, we're gonna run around. Hawk shots? I mean, your name is basically back shots. You shouldn't be a virgin with a name like that. It's a good day when Dragapult has issues. Little do they know that I'm just getting deeper and deeper into my ball sack. All right, here we go. And that is what we in the Trust Your Pilot business call a GG. Because we just go for Lopunny and then knock out the Latias, and now you got nothing. I'm a virgin in spirit, right? I mean, I do play Pokemon cards. I do make money playing Pokemon cards, so that means I'm a virgin in spirit. So I guess the Las Vegas stream will still be going on when... Yeah, there we go. Thank you. You know, that one doesn't feel as good of a win as maybe I would like, but we take those. Okay, we take those. We absolutely take those right now. I will happily win that one. We're good. Ooh, I think they... Oh, no, they can't. They're at 541, so it's mathematically impossible for them to reach Master Lead with this game, which is kind of funny, because they could... If they're on a win streak, they would get to 554 and be one away. Always go first. So, I mean, even if the Vegas stream is just a repeat, I think that might be better because there's probably less mods. Yeah, let's put the Brute Bonnet in the active. This was almost a perfect start, and then, of course, we top-decked the stupid boss's orders. Watch it. I guess I don't have to get rid of this hand, but we all know that I am. I think we get rid of... Because I can play with my balls. That's always good. Let's keep the I, you know. No, because I'm going to squawk him. I'm going to squawk a Billy. Yeah, so we just want to go and get Nest Ball, Perilous Jungle, that, and no supporter. So Perilous Jungle, and we need the Latias. I think every card in my deck is messed up somehow. Either the Hollow Pat, either they're Mega Evolved, like this Bloodwinter Saloon is Mega Evolved. The Moltres is Mega Evolved. The Hollow Patterns are messed up. All right, so that goes there. Squawkabilly. Squawk and Squeeze. Okay, that didn't quite work out how I wanted, but... No, I didn't go for the Carmine because I wanted to, you know, try to keep some supporters in my deck because it's getting a little low. And let's get rid of Squawkabilly. We don't need the Perilous Jungle, right? We don't need no stinking Perilous Jungle. We also prize the Mew, which is bad. And we're out of supporters, which is even worse. But we are going to be fine. Because I just knock out their Gimme Duel next turn, too. Not the card I needed. You know, it always feels so bad because you have to play 4 Ancient Booster just in case your opponent targets your Brute Bonnet. Like, it just has to be a safety precaution. But then when they don't target your Brute Bonnet, you're just like, hey, I have all these random Ancient Boosters that mean nothing. Yeah, they were like, hey, we don't know how to implement a dark UI, but we can make the cards, we can turn down the brightness on the Hollow Pattern. That's just a shader change. But actually making a dark mode, that requires work. Uh-oh. So we're facing this. This is a really weird day. You know, the climb to Master League is so weird. It's been like Golden Go, Lucario back-to-back games. Then we've had Kangaskhan and Zoroark back-to-back. I think it was 3 in a row. Very strange. Like, it's not like this deck is randomly free now. And all the hot YouTubers are playing the new decks. They're not playing Golden Go Lucario. That was like a deck that did some things previously. Oh, and if only the diehard fans, because I think the video is under 100 views, but only the diehard fans know that I uploaded a video all about Guy Fieri's video game. So only the really cool people know that that video exists. And if you're one of the, like, 70 people who watched it up to this point, I thank you immensely. All right, so we just... That's fine. I do let the Petron take some damage, but they're going to lose their Gimme Duel. And then we just kind of lose the game. Seems like a fair trade. Seems like a fair trade. I knock out your Gimme Duel, and then you win the game. Does that seem fair to you? Well, some things that shouldn't have an Ancient Booster are about to get an Ancient Booster. Yeah, and did you see the leaks about the PS5 for Black Friday? It's like, congratulations, America. And thank you, Shiny Ray. I know I can always count on you to watch gaming channel videos. But it's like, hey, America, you want to know your Black Friday sale for the PlayStation 5? It'll be the same price as before the tariffs were introduced. Aren't you excited? Yeah, I still think it's hilarious that the day after Sony announced that they were raising the price of the PS5 in America to like $550, Sony then reduced the price of the PS5 in Canada for a sale to $570 or something. So even though the exchange rate would have been like $100 cheaper, they were basically the same price. I just thought that was just such great timing. All right, this deck. Oh, that's fine. Boss is on the Baniri. Okay. Now we have a choice to make. I mean, I think I just go and get the Baniri, right? If they want to target Baniri all day, I think that's fine. There's a Mochi. Okay, so we go get the Baniri. This is kind of tough, though. I don't think this is greedy. I think this is smart. I think I'm a fart smella. Maybe it's a little bit greedy. But this at least forces them to do something, right? They can't just knock out my Pecharunt and call it a day, which maybe I should have let them do because I'm going to need to make space for the Mew. But I'm still holding out hope. That starting hand had like 3 supporters in it, and then we saw no more supporters. I'm hoping that PDCGL can grace us with some crap and just do really well after that. You'll notice in the Guy Fieri and the Gordon Ramsay videos that I'm making, the quality. Actually, no, I should have let them knock it out because then they would have got they would have got knocked out due to poison. That was a tongue twister, better than a titty twister. So I should have let them knock it out because then their Solrock would have been knocked out due to poison. Though I still would have had to bench the other Pecharunt. So, I mean, does it really matter? Again, if a Venusaur dumps in the jungle and no one's around to smell it, does it... Wait, and no one's around to hear it, does it make a smell? Yeah, so the Guy Fieri and Gordon Ramsay videos, I could have spent more time on them, but I know they're only going to get like 100 views, right? When you spend 50 hours on a video... Lambert, I always smell it. When you spend 50 hours on a video and it gets, you know, less than 1,000 views after a month, your desire to spend as much, you know, to make sure your videos are the best they can, that desire goes down. And you're probably saying, well, the reason you're not getting views is because you don't put the effort in. No, what you need to learn about YouTube is that it's less about the quality of the videos and more just about the algorithm and getting lucky. Because, you know, you look at Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf is a millionaire, and all she did is just, you know, watch TikToks, right? But because, you know, good thumbnails, good titles, very algorithm friendly, you know, the videos are quick. It's like watching a TikTok with a friend, right? Pride in your craft. Nick, I've been a YouTuber for 5 years. The videos that I put 0 effort into get more views than the ones I've poured all of my foot lotion into. You need a face cam? No, I need a foot cam, Zod. And never gonna let me down. Oh, I noticed that too. I noticed that with For the Win. Normally, like for a new set, For the Win would get like 20,000 views in 24 hours, or like even 12, just because it's, you know, it's a new set. For the Win is arguably the #1. You know, just based on views, I think it's LDF and For the Win are beating each other off for #1. And For the Win's second video of the new format was at under 10,000 after almost a day. So that's like half, right? Views are definitely down because I don't know. Is it just because people aren't interested in this game anymore? Or is it just because it can't really be the algorithm that shuts it down, because the algorithm isn't really responsible for people not caring about the Pokemon trading card game. Well, this is going to be interesting. We can hope for the best and expect the worst. Well, no, it's everyone. It's not just me. It's everyone, right? It's For the Win. It's Little Dark Furry. Okay. Hopefully they don't find the bosses, I guess. Yeah, and Clan Burglar, you're talking about Mahone. Yeah, spending all the time on a video, and then the person you make the video about, uh-oh, stinky. And Vertrams, but that wouldn't have anything to do with it, right? Because it's not like it's, oh, For the Win's views are down because he hasn't done a foot reveal yet, so I'm going to watch somebody else. It's For the Win, Little Dark Furry, me, everyone's views are down. So it's just a general lack of interest in the game now, it seems. And TCG Pocket might have something to do with that. Might just be one of those blips. I don't know, because TCG Pocket, remember, that's a year old now, and I was talking to one of the site owners of the original TCG Pocket fan site before the game got popular, and they said, "Oh, views are way down." And Vertrams, well, just okay, all right. The reason is you. Do. But yeah, just they were saying that, TCG Pocket has dropped in growth. So, I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do. But I continue learning. That's pretty goated. All right, let's... I mean, I can one-shot a Golden Go with a Mole Trace, but we're not going to be doing that this turn. So what is my strat? I guess just, sack the Squawk? We might have to sack the Squawkabilly in this situation, because there's no one I can really... I guess I could copy the Lucario. It had to be done, okay? It had to be done. Well, that didn't go according to plan. So... I guess I get the Mole Trace. Actually, I could item lock them. Actually, does item locking mean anything? Wait, am I a secret genius? Does item locking actually help me here? Because it forces them to attack with Lucario, but then I lose. So am I a genius? It forces them to attack with Lucario, but then I lose the game. So the only way I can win is by knocking out the Lucario with Mew. And that means they're going to have to not knock out one of my several tasty two-prizers. And never going to let me down. No, I think it's hard to explain. Like, if I was to say what's the reason why TCG Live views are down, it might just be that people are playing the game more, right? It might be that the game is seeing more players. I doubt it, just based on how many times we see repeat games. But this is what I've talked about for a couple years is, personally, as a content creator, you want it to be harder for players to get cards, because then they'll watch you to know, like, oh, I should spend my money on this card. But with TCG Live, everyone's getting everything basically for free after the first month. So you're less inclined to watch someone when it's like, why would I watch someone who doesn't show me feet when I can just play with myself and not spend any money? And Clamburg, I do it just for you, Clamburglar. Yeah, they made the game a little too easy, so it hurts content creators, because why would I do that? Like, you look at Magic Arena, because I watched a lot of Magic Arena drafting, and their views are like always steady. It's like every video gets around the same amount. There's really very few fluctuations unless the algorithm hates you. But it's because people can't afford to draft. So like, okay, I want to learn how to draft, so I'll watch them. People don't watch me to learn how to play Mega Lopunny. Right? You don't need to learn how to play Mega Lopunny. It's a hit and run style S deck. It's a Golisopod GX deck. Right? You don't really have to watch someone play it to know how to play it. and Zod, but you just get everything for free. Okay, this is not going in the YouTube video because this game is taking like 30 minutes. So my strat remains the same, and I don't think it's going to work, but what if it does? Because I don't think I can take the knockout of a Mega Lucario. There's a Baniri. Okay, so we go Binding Mochi, Jet Energy. If this is an Ino, I will show feet. Oh, it's not an Ino. All right, so that's unfortunate. that is highly unfortunate as to what that is. So we can't believe that they're not going to get a bosses. So I have to bosses their Genesect and then hope I get a bosses next turn. Alternatively, their Genesect could just get knocked out by my dude. Right? Because if they can't retreat their Genesect, they need energy bosses to win. And Zod. But that's the thing. You're 1 out of 100. And yeah, Nick, the reason you watch me is, yeah, to have PDCGL screw me over and laugh at my misfortune, sisters. But the thing is, other people, their time isn't as valuable as yours. So people just, they don't care. They've been drawn to the darkest places, TCG Live. And then a new game just takes the attention. True. Yeah, Legends ZA is taking the attention. And oh man, if they don't screw up Poke Peon Me or whatever it's called, if they don't screw that up, that game is going to be like the next Animal Crossing. The fact that it's a game key card on Switch 2 is a little bit worrying that they don't know what they're doing and it's going to suck. That's not a knockout unless you have another energy. So they had everything. Like, they needed to have bosses air balloon energy to win, and they got bosses air balloon energy to win. So it was unlikely, but you know, I tried. And also, you know, there is just a general, like, after a certain point, you do kind of get bored with certain creators. And like, there's not a lot of new blood in the TCG Live space because the game is so not great. You know, it's not like there's people clamoring. It's not like League of Legends where you can make a living playing League of Legends, even as a new player, just if you're good at the game. You could be the best PDCGL player in the world, case in point, and it doesn't really mean you're going to be successful streaming or creating videos. And walking plane? Damn straight. I'm glad you thought that. That should be your exact thought. This guy's weird, but I'm intrigued. I want to know more. I want to know how deep his psychosis goes. I'm going to watch him live on twitch.tv/trustyourpilot. Okay, we potentially have the donk, but I'm not going to go for it because I don't want to. Why aren't I going for the donk? Because I don't want to. Oh, that hollow pattern is just, that's something else. Okay, so we have 3 jet, 3 perilous jungle. We got a bunch of things. We have an INO for next turn. I think we just go for the Baniri. Because, yeah, I don't want the thing to happen. And I win, right? This is a very easy to win matchup for this deck. I went first. That's great. All I really need off the INO is a jet energy. But actually, I don't even need anything. I was going to say, I just need an ancient busted booster. Yeah, my content is the definition of it's the friends we made along the way. And YouTube audience, if this makes it in the video, we're just talking about how views have been dropping like pants when women see me for Pokemon TCG Live content creators. We all have our theories. Some are saying it's due to Legends ZA. Some are saying that, you know, it's because I haven't done a foot reveal. Some are saying that it's because I'm just, I'm too good at the game. My personal theory, oh, that's an unfortunate attachment there. My personal theory is that it's because too many people are getting cards for free. Because PTCGL is so generous, people are less inclined to watch videos of content creators play the cards because it's like they don't have to worry about, oh, I just wasted $20 on a card that's useless. That's why back in the day, you look at Tricky Jim, you go to Tricky Jim's YouTube channel and sort by popular. I think there's multiple videos over 100,000 views. And these days, you're lucky to get 20,000 if you're Little Dark Furrier for the win. So it's PDC gel is obviously ugly. That doesn't help. The game breaks constantly. Everyone has the same decks. There's very little variety. And then just everyone has free cards. So, Sound, what are your opinions? Why do you think views are down? Oh, we can easily win this one. As long as they can't take a turn, their turn 2 knockout of a Mega Lopunny, we win this game. Good. It's great news that the Petron has 80 hit points. You don't have to worry about the stupid Sol Rock. You do have to play around with the poison. You think it might be the PDC gel is ugly? That is definitely a good assessment. Okay, so we're gonna have to put the Lopunny down because we might not ever see it again. And okay, we got something. That's fine. I'll take that. It's not good, but I'll take it. All right, so we go Toxic Powder, knock out the Charcadet. We do get a prize, which doesn't help out that much. And Clam Burglar, yeah, I think I'm going to I like the copy passes that are funny, right? The one about complaining, yeah, I'm always complaining. You try playing Pokemon TCG Live for nearly 4 years, suffering through every issue, and tell me that you still have hope. Tell me that, you play PDC Jail for 4 years and tell me if you're a well-adjusted human afterwards. Yeah, that's the whole point. And it's like, I admit, yes, I complain a lot, obviously. But it's not like there isn't a plethora of things to complain about. Right? I don't go out of my way to complain about things that aren't worth complaining. Well, actually, I kind of do. But the things I complain about are valid. It's not like I go out of my way to say, like, oh, this Pokemon TCG Pocket game is terrible because it works. No, like, I point out the issues with the game. Like, look at the Fighting Dong. You want to play with your Dong in the light, but they're like, no, you should be ashamed of yourself playing with your Dong, and you should do it in the dark. How's the bunny deck? It's fine. It's tough to say what the right build is. I think Dusknoir is probably the best because, not everyone's playing Battle Cage, not everyone's playing Psyduck. And I'm glad you didn't say, as you make bad jokes, pedos over bunnies. Damn straight. Oh, yeah, if you go back and watch my PDCGO videos, I was a normal person once. There was a time where I was a normal person. Can you believe it? Okay. How do I do this? I think no matter what, I need a jet energy, right? So it doesn't really matter who I send up. Now, you do knock out a Squawkabilly if you're poisoned. Normal, but you've always been Canadian. What do we got? We got an Ino. I do not want the Ino. The thing is, do I want the Pecharunt? I mean, there's another Pecharunt in the deck, so I guess no. What the hell, PDCGL? You had one job. You had one job, PDCGL. I mean, I think it's kind of a moo point right now, right? I don't think it necessarily matters what I do. Like, I could go and get the Mew, draw 2 on the Mew, and then I knock out. I guess we should go for it. The problem is that this could cost me the game is if I don't get it. And even if I get it, it could still cost me the game. Because the Ceruledge can just knock out the Mew this turn and then knock out a Mega Lopunny, and I regret everything. Okay, yeah, this should have swung in our favor. This should have definitely been a win. But when you can't get energy, there's not much you can do. And I also would have needed a Latios. That's why the Dusknoir build is slightly more better, because you have Kangaskhan and Cypher Maniac, so you can get whatever you need. You have Hilda plus Enriching Energy, so Hilda is essentially a Lopunny into draw 4, and it enables your attack. So I'd say, overall, the Dusknoir build is better. This one should be very good, as long as you can find energy, and obviously we're struggling to do that. So, oh, they have 11 cards left. So long as they can't knock out a multi-prizer this turn, we should be okay. But, I mean, the longer this game goes on, the more energy they're going to get in the discard pile. They do only have 11, but I'm sensing that they're going to have more in there pretty soon. And I don't think they're going to take a chancey and not do anything. I don't think they're just going to go Cosmic Beam and pass. They're going to retreat, take the KO with Ceruledge, and then just be like, I don't think you got it like that. Exactly as I predicted. Yeah, they can't sit back. Even if they have the bosses or don't have the bosses, they have, of course they have the bosses. Of course, why wouldn't you have the bosses? That would make too much sense. At least this makes my Iono better ahead of, you know, they have a stupid Pheasantipity. All right, so yeah, we actually want to put the Brute Bonded in the active. That bosses would be great if I had an energy. You know, I'd love to bring up this Fez, but that's not going to happen. All right, so we can still win. We have things. That's good. I enjoy things. So I have to... Oh, man, we're literally 10 damage short of a Ceruledge KO. Right? Because 270, so they can activate Pheasantipity. The Perilous Jungle makes it 260, which is highly unfortunate. Yeah, but the Binding Mochi, pretty goated. Gotta say, you can do 300 damage with this version of the deck. So, I don't... Oh, yeah, that sucks. Alright, so I'm taking 3. We're gonna take a lot of damage, and we probably just lose now, because the Lopunny, they only have to do... What, 270? If they're doing 260, we can win. 260 is... That's it. If they get a Fire Energy, we lose the game. Clan Burglar, I am unfortunately wearing pants. I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't. But, you know, a Canadian winter starts in October. We did have a little bit of a reprieve, but not entirely. Wait, do they not have it? They must know they're just a Fire Energy away from winning. Unless they haven't taken the Perilous Jungle damage into account. Though, maybe... Would it have been more smarter to not knock out the Ceruledge? Yeah, well, I mean, they probably have Jet Energy, though, and I'd have to worry about that. Oh, yeah, they got it. Oh, wait, you had it. You had the Fire Energy. Because 13 is 260. Wait, 13 is... Yeah, 13 is 260, 290. And then 320. So they had it, but they didn't attach. I'm not an idiot, right? I mean, don't answer that. But in this one specific instance, I'm correct with the math. Where they would have won via poison damage, right? Did they just jet energy a Squawkabilly? Okay. Do I win if I knock out that other Ceruledge? Or no? Oh, they're gonna regret this. Oh, they're gonna hate themselves. They're gonna hate their life after this. Do you want to see what's hilarious? Look in the mirror. All right, so this is hilarious. This is amazing. We're gonna take advantage of them in their weakened state. We're gonna make them hate their life immensely. I'm not even gonna... Wait, they put a bosses back in their deck, right? So we don't want to shuffle their deck. We just want to go Fighting Wangs. Oh, this is going to be great. So obviously they win if they have a bosses. Oh, wait, no, I should have Turo'd. I think I have a Turo in the deck. I should have Turo'd the Lopunny. Please tell me I prized the Turo. Damn it. All right, so I should have Turo'd the Lopunny. They made a misplay. I made a misplay. It balances. It's perfectly balanced like everything should be. And if they have a fighting energy, they draw their bosses and win the game. To be fair, we should have lost that game anyway, so I'm not too chuffed about it. Yeah, they got the bosses. And I think they would have... Yeah, see, they had the knockout of the fresh one anyway. Yeah, so again, it wouldn't have mattered. Lopunny, I'm low-key disappointed in Lopunny, but you have to adjust your expectations. You have to understand that... Okay, we're at 482. That's fine. This is not a normal set. Phantasmal Flames is not a normal set. If you're expecting it to be like a normal good set, you know, reset your expectations. This is not that. It's just, it's not good. You know, Sharpedo being the best Mega is not an over-exaggeration. It's just that all of them are not great. You know, Lopunny only works because of Dusknoir, but if people get wise and start playing Battle Cage, Dragon D's nuts, and they start playing Dragon Cage and Psyduck, and they start playing Battle Cage and Psyduck, the Dusknoir Lopunny build isn't really playable over here. It seems like players are very upset with how the tournament in Vegas is being run because you do things online and not great. So that's cool to see. And another sentiment around the trading card game could... Ooh. The Nest Ball top deck is glorious. Okay, so we go... Whoa, that was weird. Luckily, we can't take the knockout, but... I could... Actually, I could go for the Poison Chain on the Petra and put the Darkness Energy on the Petra, but I think that's a little too greedy. We just go Binding Mochi. That there. Carmine. Unfortunately, we lose an Iono. Hopefully this isn't... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, you know, the deck is designed to do this, okay? Nobody panic. The deck is designed to do this. How did we get nothing? Okay, this is fine. Everybody, calm down. This is fine. There's no reason to panic. We prized both of our Brute Bonnet. I thought things looked a little weird in this deck. I thought this deck looked a little Doctor Strange. That would explain it. I thought there was something missing from the deck. You know, just I was like, something seems like it's not here. Oh, right. It's you know, the thing that poisons me. So I'm regretting not going to get the Petron. That would have been a good idea. But if they can't retreat the Fez, we should be okay. Kind of seems like they're going to be able to retreat the Fez, though. Because I can just go retreat, KO the Fez and Skibidi. We are... Oh, no. Oh, no. See, you know, I chose poorly, okay? What is this? The Last Crusade? I chose poorly. Should not have gotten rid of those Ino. That was a bad idea. We should probably just concede right now. But we're taking, you know, we're going to take 2 prizes before they do anything. We could be fine. And Raxel, oh, you can put a 1/1 Lopunny in everything. As long as the deck has energy, you can put a Lopunny in it. It's just, I'm focusing on the Lopunny, so I'm not playing, you know, a 1/1 in Golden Go or something. No, just put a 1/1 Lopunny in everything and be happy. I think that was both of my Ino, by the way. Sure. No, let's not take the risk. We're gonna get, yeah, it would have been double, literally double jet energy we would have got off of that. Okay, so if they can just go Rare Candy Alakazam, the game is over. But if we get the Brute on it, maybe something can happen. And we did get the Brute on it. Okay, so how do I win this one? I win by playing. I win by not losing my Ino. As long as we don't lose our Ino, we'll be fine. As long as they don't get an Alakazam. If they don't get an Alakazam KO this turn, they need 17 cards in hand to knock out a Mega Lopunny. It's highly likely that they do that. Because they'll probably have a Kadabra. They'll probably have another Dunsparce. They only have to realistically use up 2 cards from their hand. So I guess it... And they might have Enriching Energy. They might just be able to go over like Hilda, Enriching Energy, and the whole thing. And they could even go and get their Fezandipity back with a Night Stretcher. So I fear this Lopunny will not be surviving very long. And this is just why Alakazam is so great. Right? You just... Oh, there's no Fez. Okay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was going to say, I question your decision. No, they were going to do the thing. The Dunsparce has free retreat. They got the rare candy, but this ain't 17. You know, this isn't the legal age in... Well, I mean, the legal age in Montana is probably like 15 or something, because, you know, you can't marry your cousin if they're smart enough to know you're not supposed to do that. All right, so... Artisan, they need Enriching Energy, Fezandipity, but it looks like they're just going to go grab a basic. And I'm in a great position because I can Artisan for a Pecharunt. If they just leave a Dunsparce, I don't have to expose my toes. I can just put a Pecharunt, take a KO, and maybe live to see another day. Obviously, they're just, you know, dust cards away from winning. Wait, what? They're attacking? Interesting. I mean, if they go for a 2-prizer, that's actually totally fine, because then I just won't bench anybody else. Yeah, they're going for a 2-prizer. I will not bench anybody else now. But I'm going to have to... Oh, this is concerning, because I can't affect their hand. Something was telling me, hey, Pilot, you probably don't want to do what you're thinking about doing. And I'm like, nah, I'm the #1 PDCGL player 2022. I know what I'm doing. Fairly certain we don't have another INO. Yup. Could have seen that one coming. All right, so let's go. Sure, Jet Energy on the active. Spiky Hopper. And that'll unfortunately be GG because they got it like that. If I just had another INO, but the deck only plays 2. I think originally it had 1, and then I added a second one because I just sort of saw the writing on the wall. Rain, huh? The writing on the Wall Rain. If that doesn't deserve a sub, I don't know what to... Oh, this is GG. Like, I'm not stressing. I would like to have a game of the poison build, but you run into Alakazam and you mill your 2 Ino right off the rip. There's not much you can do to win. Though they are still a couple away. A Kadabra doesn't do it. The Dunsparce does do it, though. Yeah, Kadabra doesn't, because they'll have 16. I'm assuming they'll get a Dunsparce off of this, though. Like, if they somehow don't get a Dunsparce, that's insane. There's no way. They're probably counting, remember, because they don't have the number for their hand. Like, I know they have 16 cards in hand. They don't know that they have 16 cards in hand. They might think they have 17. Yeah, there's the Dunsparce. There we go. We give you the thumbs up for that one. And that's the knockout. So is there any chance that I can win without an Ino? I don't think... Wait, what? Oh, they're counting again. Okay, they're counting. They're making sure. All right, well, I'll just concede because we don't have an Ino. If I had an Ino, we win that game 100% because we got that quick Fezandipity KO. We were able to knock out an Alakazam. So I choose to believe that's the only reason we lost. Not, my expert gameplay would have carried us through. But PDCGL decided to screw us over. And no one said anything in the chat, so I think that means there's no one here, so I can just say whatever I want. You know what? I don't think Clamburglar's jokes are that funny. I know. I don't think Clamburglar's jokes are that funny. I think Never Gonna Let Me Down is secretly really handsome, and probably doesn't even need to spend money on skin characters. They're just naturally good looking. All right, what is this starting hand? What the hell is this starting hand we have here? Well, let's put a Badoo down, I guess. My choices are not great. You know what? Let's just, again, the deck is designed to screw you over and just lose everything. So let's just go for it. Let's see if we can poison the Mega Diancie and see if we can make some things happen. Let's get the Pecharunt. God, of course PDCGL would give me double bosses in that starting hand. All right. This is useless. Thank you. I mean, I guess I can get a Carmine. Ooh, yeah, let's go for it. The only problem is that I might have to lose a Jet Energy. But that's fine. We'll go Jet Energy. We'll see what happens. Carmine. Okay, that's good. And then we go, yep. I mean, we're going to lose the Jet Energy either way. Oh, I should have done this the other way around. Whatever. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the butt. I'm sure the deck that plays 4 Monkey Dory won't screw me over. But unlike the last game, so YouTube audience, if this makes it in, the last game was against Alakazam, and I also went a little crazy turn 1 and got rid of both my Ino, and if you have any experience facing off against Alakazam, you know that Ino is kind of important. But in my defense, all they had in their active was a Fezandipity. I had no inclination or hint that they were playing Alakazam, and also I'm a crazy person. And if you watch the VOD back, if you subscribe to the VOD's channel and watch the VOD back, my reasoning was the deck is designed to do this. So that was my reasoning for getting rid of the bosses and the Lily, getting rid of like half my supporters, was the deck is designed to go crazy on turn 1. And right now I can just knock out a Mega Diancie. I can literally take 3 prizes on turn 2, as long as I get a supporter that can find me something. But as you may have noticed, several supporters are in the discard pile. But like, I'm happy. I'm happy to go laddie ass down and win the game. I could also item lock them. That actually might be the smarter plan, is we just item lock them and go from there. Ooh, hello. Okay, so Perilous Jungle's pretty goated. Worst case scenario, we just item lock. Okay. I'm gonna be greedy, though it's not necessarily that greedy to, you know, try to win. Well, we didn't get an energy, so I'm not gonna bother. In this situation, yes, you definitely would do. I know it's 0 damage, but I just want the item lock. And the cool thing is, if they decide to Garland Ray and knock out my Badoo, then I just send up the Petulant. So it's like, yeah, if they really want to just attach a Psychic Energy and waste the Badoo, that's totally fine. Ah, crap. Boring conversation anyway, am I right? We are out of Gust cards, which is a little concerning, but I can just literally take 3 prizes for doing nothing. That is the dream. Oh, hello. Are they going for call sign? Okay. Interesting. I think, given the circumstances, I can't knock out the Curlia unless I do the thing. So I think we just go. I think we knock out the Curlia, right? Because I do also kind of have to bait them here a little bit. I have to masterfully bait them a little bit. All right, so let's go. Actually, hang on a second. If I poison them, that's going to be, that's going to be 10 short. Okay, so we go into you. Fire energy. Retreat. Okay, so, I mean, the fact that they're behind the 8-ball a little bit here is good for us. They don't have any Monkey Dory down. I think I had to take that knockout because, again, we don't have bosses, so I kind of have to bait them into attacking with Mega Lopunny or something. And if you're curious, Spiky Hopper, that goes through Diamond Coat. Okay, that's bad. Not having bosses is bad. But Diamond Coat says this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. But Spiky Hopper, oh my god, can't even read that. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active. So even if they heal, yeah, if they heal 30 from this guy, they'll have 120, and then I do 160 because Spiky Hopper goes through, so I can knock them out. So Monkey Dory doesn't matter. We will take 3 prizes. They cannot take a 6-prize turn. The only way they could take a 6-prize turn, obviously, is... No, they can't. They would have to knock out a 2-prizer this turn. I think the only way they can win is if they knock out a 2-prizer this turn, the Badoo next turn with Monkey Dory, and then, like, the Lopunny the following turn. I think that's their win con. Or I guess if they just put enough damage on the Lopunny where they can knock that out with Monkey Dory afterwards. So let's say they do 240, put 270. Yeah, double Monkey Dory. So they actually don't have to win the game this turn, which is crazy. It's honestly insane. As long as they can put like 200 and... Oh, they don't have access to the Monkey... Oh, this is... When's the last time you saw a Gardevoir deck not get a Darkness Energy on a Monkey Dory after like 5 turns? This is nuts. All right, well, obviously what I do is I just item lock them. Right? That's very... Okay. Okay. So if I item lock them, that's fine. So they take 2, and then they have to knock out a Lopa. They have the Badoo. Okay, so I think what I do is we go Fez. Let's get this guy. I'm just going to Itchy Pollen for knockout. There's an Ino. I guess. I've already used an Ino, but I mean, they're going to do the thing. What if I get a Turo or something? There's a Carmine. All right, well, let's Itchy Pollen. Take the KO, item lock them. God, if I hadn't lost those bosses. I hadn't lost those, but can you play Glamora with the bunny? I mean, that'd be fun. I mean, yeah, again, you can put Lopunny anywhere. You can put Lopunny with Glamora, which limits them to 3. There's a Mystery Garden. So it's a good thing I didn't INO them into a Mystery Garden energy, but doesn't really matter. But it's crazy the back-to-back games, the supporters that I needed to win, I had to, well, I didn't have to, okay? I wasn't forced to get rid of them. I chose to. No, you cannot play the bunny with Among Us. Yeah, Glamora could be funny. I think Glamora's rotating, so I'll revisit that. Yeah, Glamora EX. They can only have 3 bench Pokemon if it's in the active. So yeah, that could be a funny one. You can play with anything. Anything good. All right. I mean, if they Monkey Dory knock out the Badoo. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, what do I do? I think it's just Perilous Jungle, Poison, Retreat. Remember, you did this to yourself. And I know them to 4. And then maybe they'll attack with the Diancie. Maybe they won't notice that, Trust Your Pilot may have made a slight oopsie and an error in judgment. And he regrets everything. We want to see Glim more of that deck. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's more than 2 bosses in this list. And I think we've officially crossed into I can't put this in the YouTube video territory. Simply because it's taking way too long and we're going to lose because last game we lost because double INO gone turn 1. This game we lost because double bosses gone turn 1. It's like PDCGL knows. Okay. I mean, currently they don't have a good attacker. Right? Their only attacker, right? Well, I mean, they could attack with Gardevoir if they're a crazy person. And I was looking at the Lanoon. I actually have the Lanoon cocked and loaded. So, you know how Sableye has a cocky claw? I had the Lanoon cocked and loaded for this stream. If it had free retreat, it's playable. It does not have free retreat, therefore it is not playable. If this dude, why doesn't this have free retreat? It could be your answer to like Mimikyu or something. Obviously, you're supposed to pair it with Lopunny for the switching effect, but why does it not have free retreat? It's literally the dashing Pokemon, and it doesn't have free retreat. So, even if it had free retreat, I don't think it's going to be necessarily a card you play. But it is a card that exists. It's just not great. Okay, anytime, Devon Sawa. Where are they just going for a Mind Bend? That is a knockout. But then I don't know if they have a way to knock out my dudes, right? I understand the reasoning, but this is, and the reason is you, but this is, Interesting. Okay, so they would attack with the Gardevoir. I'm trying to think 10 steps ahead here. They would attack with the Gardevoir. We're down both Ino. There's Baniri. We can't really do Ursaluna. I mean, we have... Mew doesn't help. I guess the Moltres could be a thing. That's not great. Okay, so let's go. Baniri gets the Darkness Energy. We retreat into Lopunny. Oh, that hurt. That hurt the brain. That one was painful. And no, there is no synergy between Gengar and Lopunny. There's negative synergy. You know how For the Win has negative Riz when he goes to the club? There's negative energy synergy between Lopunny and Gengar. Huh. Okay, so assuming we survive this turn, what's the game plan? I don't know if there is one. Yeah, they go Darkness Energy. They can definitely just set up a Lopunny for KO. Ooh, they may have made a mistake because they could have copied Mega... Oh, no, they couldn't copy Mega Lopunny. So they have to attack with Gardevoir EX in this situation. Or Mind Bend. I think their best course of action is probably just a Mind Bend. Unless they have a Drift. Unless they have that. Unless they have that. All right, I don't want to sit here for this. So we'll concede. I know it's bad form, but it's a Gardevoir player. They're used to it. So overall, I've been fairly disappointed with Phantasmal Flames. Right? It hasn't really knocked my socks off if I had some. You know, PP Jackson probably heard me say that and it's like, socks? Socks? Somebody say socks? Let's go first. And for the first time in 3 games, we are not going to get rid of our best supporters on turn 1. Okay? The key to winning is not losing your best supporters on turn 1. I have learned my lesson. Unless... unless I have to nest ball for a Squawkabilly and get rid of a Turo, a Bosses, and a Lilies. No, I have to resist the urge. Fight the urge. Well, that's an interesting thing to start. Okay. I mean, there's no way they're getting a turn 1 KO, right? There's no way they're doing anything of substance. I think we just go get the Brute Bonnet, put the Perilous Jungle down, and end turn. So this will be the final game, and then I will raid the Las Vegas stream. What is this exactly? They have Flareon sleeves, but does that mean anything? We still... Oh, is this control? There's no way this is control, right? If this is control, we probably win. And I did not think we were going to be in a situation... Oh, it is Flareon. Okay, with Flareon. If I hadn't put the Perilous Jungle down, we would not be in danger of losing our ability to win this game. Please don't go get a Latias. Oh, no. How do I have... This is 3 games in a row where my turn 1 has cost me the game. That's kind of impressive. I gotta say, that's pretty impressive. That what I've done on turn 1 has cost me the game 3 games in a row. So I'm gonna play one more. All right, I know I said this would be the last one, but after... We have to break the streak somehow. I mean, to be fair, I could just knock out the Fan Rotom this turn, but we have to break the streak. That's a Mew. I don't... Actually, sure, let's put the Mew down. What are they gonna do? Knock it out easily? Okay. We need to go get the Fez, for sure. We need one of our 4 ancient boosters. That's it. Just one of our 4 ancient boosters or the secret box. Are you kidding me? Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're just gonna... 4 ancient boosters. Clearly, I should be playing 5. You know, clearly 4 ancient boosters is not enough in this deck. That's my bad. Next time I'll put in 5. Well, you have Secret Box, you have Pheasantipity, you have Mew. There's 4 ancient boosters. Yeah, no Arvin. No Town Store. There's 4 Perilous Jungles. So yeah, clearly that was my fault. I'm sorry. But we'll win. We're going to break the streak, okay? I'm guaranteeing you'll win. I'm going to tell you, this is going in the YouTube video no matter what. At least they mulligan. Okay, they're playing a crappy deck. They have Dark Energy. I'm gonna have to Carmine this hand, aren't I? Okay, it's Sharknado. We can beat Sharknado. Okay, PDC GL. I don't ask for much. I do not ask for much. Just give me a Carmine. Thank you. Okay, we got this. We got this. We're losing so many things that I need, but I'll take it. I will take the Carmine to play the game, to get the... Not again. This is the 4th game in a row where my turn 1, I've had to get rid of all my good cards. But it's going to be fine, because we're going to get everything we need now. We did not get everything we needed. Okay, so we go get this guy. We get this guy. Go for the Petulant. And we're going to have to Carmine next turn. I guess, in case they Iono me, I want to do that. But... I'm just trying to... Oh, we have way too many energy in the discard pile. Okay, so I think what I do now is put the Badoo down, retreat into the Badoo. This is very janky what I'm doing right now. And Nick, I know I put a curse on the list that I placed in the YouTube description. And, you know, it's always weird having people ask, like, can I get the list for this? When it's like, I always put the list in the description, been doing it for 4 years. Just always check the description for the list. If maybe one day I'll forget to put them in there, but they're always there. Just expand the description. All right, so if they go for the Reckless Charge KO, that's fine. Because then I just go up with the Petulant. Because, do you want to know how smart I am? I didn't actually plan this out. It's just, it kind of worked out that way. But I'm going to pretend like I'm a genius. Because Perilous Jungle doesn't affect Carvanha. So I can't do 70 damage to a Carvanha with Petulant. Well, it doesn't matter anymore. But I still did the right thing. You should all be proud of me. You should say, wow, good job. You're very smart. I could not have come up with an idea that smart. You're so smart. And they don't even get to activate Pheasantipity. You're the smartest player I know. You know, for the win, little Dark Furry, they got nothing on you. You're the smartest fella. You're the fartest smella. All right, so they knock out the Badoo. They activate my trap card. And then I use Magic Cylinder to send their attack right back at them. But it's almost... Oh, my God. Seriously? Actually... Well, no, we have so much energy. I guess I have to get the energy because we have so much energy in the discard pile. And yeah, actually, maybe we put the Binding Mochi on the Swakabilly. It's more likely that we're going to need the energy, or that we're going to attack with the Swakabilly than the Petulant. Okay, that's fine. Do I put the Mew into play? I guess. Because we still need a free retreater next turn. Yeah, we'll go Toxic Powder. Petulant takes the KO. There's no reason to put the other Petulant down. We have things for next turn. Thanks, Shiny Ray. Such kind words. I appreciate the kind words. And there's the Latias. Well, if I'd known I was going to get that off the prizes, I would have not put the Mew down. I was just thinking we need a free retreater. Okay, so wait, they went up with the Carvana. You don't lead with the no. That you don't do that. Oh no, they're gonna go for the singular attack. Okay, I see what they're doing. So then I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Or actually, no, I'm not. I'm not really in that much of a dilly of a pickle. So they go Greedy Fang, knock out the Petulant, draw a couple cards. Oh, they're retreating. Oh, so they've given up on life. Good. They're just like me. Oh, that's great. And then we just top deck the Lopunny for free? For free? Okay, so we have to go Latios down. Let's poke a year, see if we get anything. Of course, it's Ino. I think I still get the Ino, even though I don't need it. And yeah, we just retreat. Take the KO. Oh, God, I gotta... The problem is that I'm so used to playing as quickly as possible to get through the, you know, slow animations of PDCGL, and I shouldn't have grabbed the Ino. So the flashbangs. You know, usually I like it. Usually after people flash me, I bang them, but not in their eyes, right? That's dangerous. You don't want to do that. All right, do they have a playable turn? I mean, you have lilies. You should, I think you should have grabbed the Pheasantipity. I know it's like, well, obviously with the poison damage, Pheasantipity wouldn't get to activate because Pheasantipity only works when your opponent takes a knockout on their turn, and it would have been during Pokemon checkup between turns. But I still think you do it, right? Ooh, they're not going to like this one. Okay, so we go Broop on it. Hit him with the Gale Thrust. Oh, no, I can't. I was going to try to avoid knocking them out with damage and just try to knock them out with poison. Okay, so we can very much win this game, even if they are trying to rope-a-dope me right now. Because I still have the Petulant. The Petulant can soften up the Sharknado. And, all right. Well, we didn't, unfortunately. There wasn't a good enough game with the poison version. Everyone conceded, or I lost due to turn 1 shenanigans. Watch the VOD channel for the full thing. Okay, so yeah, it's just going to be 3 games with the Kangaskhan build. A little boring, I know. But I'll see you all on Monday with Heracross. That should be pretty fun. And by fun, I mean, oh my god, I have to play a grass deck, what the hell. But I will be licking some Jumbo Ice Cream. So that heals 80 damage if you have 3 or more energy attached. Which does mean, you know, you might have to play level 316, baby. Okay, just stop holding me hostage, PDCGL. So, licking my Jumbo Ice Cream. Yeah, we got some ice cream. So heal 80 from your active that has 3 or more energy attached. So that could be a thing we can try, just with Teal Mask, Ogerpon, Meganium. But Heracross is fine. And I have a great joke that I'm going to save for Monday that I hope I don't forget, because it's one of the greatest jokes you'll ever hear. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, we'll raid the Vegas stream. It's not showing up for me on this end. Let's see, Pokemon. There we go. There's only 1,000 people watching. Wow, there's only 1,000 people watching. That's very low. Like, again, I know it's last format, but this is like, there's an active match going on. Ian Robb is playing, who's an actual name in the, and there's only 1,000 people. That's rough. But I'll see you all on Monday. Bye.